Good morning. I am taking Scooty 2 out to Parr Reservoir. There's a launch out there above Cannons Creek launch. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to give it a try. It's about an hour away. I know the reservoir though. It's not too far from Monticello. It's actually real close. I'm taking Scooty. I did put some bumpers on Scooty, so I'm curious to see how that'll work. I've got some PVC on either side that's gonna kind of guide the boat in, which is really all I need. And I did put a track in that I'm gonna be able to put the GoPro on. So this is like a metal track. So we'll see how that works. I'm not bringing Rufus today because I don't know the waterway that well and I don't know if he can get out. I think he can, but I'm just not going to take the chance. So I will be reporting back. Okay, we're coming up on Cannon Creek, or Cannons Creek. There is a boat launch there. You'll be able to see it when I kind of get around the corner. We've been here before. Nancy and I explored this area. Boy, it's pretty low. But there's the boat launch. You can see it over there. I don't know, I may end up there. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go to the Hellers boat launch that's up a little ways. But that is a boat launch that I've already been to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called Cannons Creek. Okay, here we are at Hellers Landing. It is super shallow. There are no boats here. This is not surprising because it really is like shallow. I'm not sure if I'm going to put in here only because it is so low that putting the trailer in, you can see that there's some big dips down here that wouldn't normally be an issue. But I think considering it may be an issue, I'm sure that the water is normally up to about maybe around here. This looks like the water line, so you could see how low the water is. I don't know that there's... I mean, not that I can't get in. This would be a great kayaking spot. Yeah, not that I can't get the boat in there, but I have a feeling I'm going to be hitting some bottom and some rocks along the way. But kayaking-wise, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would throw the kayak in and have at it. It looks like you can get under. If you look at that bridge down further along there, you can get under there. There's a whole other waterway area on the other side there. So I actually think that I'm going to make my way back to Cannon Creek and put in there because I think the water level is a little bit higher there than here. I mean, it's super low here, and I think this ramp is going to give me a little bit of problems. So I'm going to go to the other ramp and put in there. Okay, here we are at Cannons Creek, and Nancy and I have been here before. The water level is a lot higher here than it is down there. I mean, for the launch, not that it's higher, it's low, but for the launch it'll be a lot easier. There's some actual boats that are in the water. I mean, it's low, but this is a pretty easy ramp. And this ramp is in good shape all the way down. So pretty easy, pretty soft here for the boat. It's a beautiful day. It's just gorgeous. I know it's going to get hotter, but this is a nice launch here. I wanted to bring Scooty here. I don't know how it's going to be on the other side. Nancy and I did some kayaking underneath the bridge. I don't know how that's going to be getting Scooty over there, but we'll see what happens. This is this really nice ramp. So I'm going to give it a go, and I'll be reporting back. Okay, I'm at Parr Reservoir, actually Cannon Creek landing. I went down to Heller's landing, but it was really low. I mean, it's low here too. Nancy and I were here in, I don't know, a few months ago, and the water level was pretty high, but it is low right now. So I'm just exploring back underneath where the bridge is and along the shoreline. I wasn't able to get this, well, I could have gotten this far, but with the wind and I didn't want to go too far with the kayak, but I've got Scooty too with me, so I can get a little bit further. So I'm exploring a little bit. I did see a gigantic bird. I don't know what kind it was. It had a white body and dark wings, so I'm not really sure what kind of bird that was. I'll have to look it up. But a lot of wildlife back here. It's so quiet out here. I'm like the only boat on this side, and I understand why. I hit a couple of stumps, so kayaking back here or creek boat, but you're not going to get a John boat back here. I mean, not that you couldn't, but you run the risk of having your motor ripped off the back of your transom. So I wouldn't bring a John boat back here now. But out there, I mean, past the, past the bridge, it's probably deeper, but back here it's really low and there's nobody back here. So it's really peaceful. Kayaking, it would be real easy to get into any area out here. I mean, you could see way out in the distance. Like that's all shallow there, probably a lot of stumps and stuff, but real easy kayaking. I've seen some fish jumping out here. I think it'll probably be pretty good fishing. I mean, there's a lot of birds that are by the shoreline that are fishing. So I think this would probably be a good spot to bring a fishing kayak and do some fishing. It's absolutely perfect day. It's so beautiful. The sun's not even out, it's in the clouds. It's just gorgeous. Not humid at all. It's a perfect day. So this area is all exposed now, but I imagine this is all under water when the water level is higher. But look at all these stumps. This is what happens, I guess, out in the deeper waters. You hit one of these stumps and you can feel it when you hit it. But this is all, looks like it's probably covered normally, but the water's really low right now. It's mostly sand on these shorelines, a lot of shells. Like I guess tiny little clam shells. But it's not hard to walk with, water shoes. I mean, you can see it's kind of a little mucky, but you don't sink at all. So I just ate lunch. Had a little peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's an osprey yelling at me. It's probably a nest nearby. Anyway, it's very relaxing. I'm on the other side of the bridge now. The wind is really strong. So I kind of ducked out in the cove over here and just enjoyed a little bit of lunch. I'm probably going to head back because the wind is really kicking today, and it's causing a lot of like wave activity. But I'm going to chill here for a little bit and then head back to the ramp. Okay, that was really nice to get out on the water. It was a beautiful day. The clouds were epic today. Just really nice, real easy to put in here. I think there's not a lot of boats here because it's so shallow. I had a guy pull up and he said, do they plan on releasing any water? I was like, I don't know, because he had his boat with him. There was only a few boats out today, and I can see why. It was really low. Wasn't any problem for me, because if you have a kayak or a creek boat, you're not going to have any problems. But with a bigger boat and a gas motor, you probably would have some issues. But it was a great day, and I'm really glad I got out on the water. I'm gonna see what the weather is gonna be like tomorrow. Maybe I'll get out tomorrow too.